reason that we are all here tonight and the heartbeat of our organization is our Family Navigator program. The demands in our region are countless to share with you just this evening. I have the honor of sharing with you one family story, a little boy that we've had the pleasure of serving and supporting for over 3 years from the moment of his diagnosis with a brain tumor.
You don't see it happening to you, your family. You always think, oh, good, my child's here, they're healthy. That's what I prayed for and wished for, and they're here. And then when they get diagnosed, you enter the world of childhood cancer.
Since Tyler was our middle son, we kind of had an experience with our nieces and nephews and our oldest of, the typical development of kids, and Tyler just didn't gravitate to things like crawling and eventually walking. Just a little slow to those developments.
When we initially went to the doctors at 9 months for his checkup, 9 months old, I was letting the pediatrician know that he wasn't sitting up during diaper changes or rolling, like trying to get away from me. The neurologist in Oakland finally said, wow, with these symptoms, he needs an MRI. And they came out and told me, your doctor needs him a little bit longer. We had to sedate him a little longer so we could do his spine, and oh, my heart dropped. So I went out in the hallway, leaned up against the wall, fell to the ground, and I don't know, I saw somebody come up to me, which was the neurosurgeon, and he said, I have your mom and the baby in this room over here, come on in, I need to talk to you. He drew a little image on the board, and I said, it's a tumor, it's a mass, I know it is.
And within that hour and a half consultation, we're learning that, a week out, he's going to have a biopsy. Yeah.
He was just turning 2.
And that was a tough time. The results took quite a while.
Months.
That was sent out across the country.
Every time I call to find out where we're at, I get told it's complicated. Brain tumors aren't rare, but your son's is rare and complicated. And then I'd be told to wait for the next phone call. As meanwhile, I was already told and informed, go home after the first brain biopsy and the second. Go home, live every minute and moment to the fullest. Go home and just make memories.
I think Keaton's was contacted shortly after our second biopsy. But first biopsy.
They called and said, would you like to come and receive the Hope Chest at our office? I think it would be, a nice outing while you're here at the hospital. So we weren't hospital bound. So we were able to drive there and hang out, and they played with the kids, they colored, they gave them the Hope Chest. So many laughs and smiles. So many laughs and smiles. So that was our first encounter. Jessica actually pulled me aside and asked me if I needed anything. Gas cards, help with food.
For any families that are dealing with this type of illness or childhood cancer in their family, they're going to need some outlets. And having Keaton's around really provides multiple things. There's the opportunity for activities, and there are events for both the parents and the kids or family involved, but also just an ear. Like Katie said, sometimes you should just call the office and speak to staff and kind of just talk through something. It doesn't even have to be medically related. It could just be life.
And the thing that my kiddos ask is, what's the next thing we're going to go to, Mom? And the thing with Keaton's is there's always an event in the works, and it's positive. It's all positive. So when I think about Keaton's, I meet other families who are struggling through the journey. There's no judging, it's just love. So much love that comes from Keaton's.
We've been very fortunate to have Tyler with us and to be where we're at. We're almost at about 2.5 years since diagnosis. In November, we'll probably hit the 2-year mark. We will hit the 2-year mark of his treatment, his at-home medication.
Sadly, there's not a lot in our region available foundation-wise for families going through childhood cancer. So Keaton's, we're so lucky to have Keaton's in our lives. we're able to go to events, the whole family's understood. They're not just there for the child with cancer, such as some organizations are all about the child with cancer, which makes the siblings feel left out. This is meant for all of us.
We've been told several times how lucky we are. Katie has a lot of online contacts in other parts of the country, and you guys are so lucky to, have
The support.
that type of group, and yeah, we feel truly blessed to have met you guys, and supportive through our entire journey. I really have.